Let's be honest for a moment, because too many people are still refusing to say the obvious. If we're going to talk about this Iran US Israel war, then we need to start using the right terms and stop whitewashing reality. The government of Iran is run and led by Persians, and the language of power in that system is Persian. So when the United States and Israel confront this terrorist regime, they are confronting Persian mullahs who run the Persian Islamic regime. So let's stop pretending otherwise. It's true that not everyone inside Iran supports their government and that many Iranians want a regime change, but that does not suddenly make their government un-Iranian. Just because some Persians oppose the regime does not mean that people running it are not Persians. Think about how absurd that logic is. Millions of Chinese oppose their communist government, but that doesn't suddenly make the Chinese government non-Chinese. Did anyone suddenly decide Nicolas Maduro wasn't Venezuelan simply because he ruled as a dictator? Of course not. And this is where the reality of this war begins. At the beginning, President Trump said that the war on Iran would take about a week and that it would be finished pretty quickly. But we are now well past that. And that alone just shows how difficult it is to topple a system like the Persian Islamic regime. Because the Persian Islamic regime was built to survive moments like this. For more than 4 decades, it has built a power structure designed to protect itself. At the center of that structure is the IRGC, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. IRGC is the backbone of the regime's power, and it is run and controlled by Persians, something many people try to deny or simply ignore. And here's another reality people do not like to acknowledge. By the look of it, a portion of the population inside Iran still supports the regime. Even if that support is only around 10% of the population, that still means millions of people. We have seen millions of people come out in support of the regime. And that is one of the reasons this regime has survived for more than 4 decades. A regime does not survive that long without some level of internal support, which is exactly why bombing from the outside alone will not collapse it. If the goal is to actually bring down the Persian Islamic regime, it would require something much more serious. Boots on the ground. Real boots on the ground. And even then, outside forces cannot manufacture a revolution. Real regime change can only happen when millions of people inside the country rise up, and when the regime's security forces can no longer hold the line. Until that happens, all this talk of regime change is exactly what it looks like. Just talk.